Well, hello. Midway Piper here. I hope all is going well. Just want to come to you guys with a quick reading update. Not too much to talk about, but I also wanted to read a little bit of a book that I picked up recently. So, first things first, housekeeping. I have Hardcastle, and in it I have some Cross-Eyed Cricket by Cornell and Deal. I think I've only smoked it once or twice before. And I don't know. It's definitely something in that's really drawing my mouth out. I'll have to take a look at the what makes it up, what's in it later on. But anyways, nothing crazy this week for books. I'm still on the bee sting. I have quite a ways to go still. It's okay. I will. I'm going to keep reading it. I'll give you an update on it. It's certainly nothing that's like really super grabbing my attention, but it's okay. It's a big book though, so I haven't had much time for reading the last couple of, honestly, 2 months, really, 3 months, 2.5 months. I'll talk about why that is in an upcoming video. But for today's purposes, I want to take a couple of minutes to highlight the other book I picked up and started reading. Just last night, actually. I've had it for a little while. And that is Seneca on the Shortness of Life. It's a pretty small volume. This just hits it off really, really hard right at the beginning. So I just wanted to read a little bit of it to you. Most human beings complain about the meanness of nature because we are born for a brief span of life, and because this spell of time that has been given to us rushes by so swiftly and rapidly that with very few exceptions, life ceases for the rest of us just when we are getting ready for it. Nor is it just the man in the street and the unthinking mass of people who groan over this, as they see it, universal evil. The same feeling lies behind the complaints from even distinguished men. Hence the dictum of the greatest of doctors, life is short, art is long. Hence, too, the grievance, most improper to a wise man, which Aristotle expressed when he was taking nature to task for indulging animals with such long existences, that they can live through 5 or 10 human lifetimes, while a far shorter limit is set for man, who are born to greater extensive destiny. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements, if it were all well invested. But when it is wasted in heedless luxury and spent on no good activity, we are forced, at last, by death's final constraint, to realize that it has passed away before we knew it was passing. So it is, we are not given a short life, but we make it short. And we are not ill supplied, but wasteful of it. Just as when ample and princely wealth falls to a bad owner, it is squandered in a moment. Bad wealth, however modest, if entrusted to a good custodian, increases with use. So our lifetime extends amply if you manage it properly. Why do we complain about nature? She has acted kindly. Life is long, and if you know how to use it. Life is long if you know how to use it. But one man is gripped by insatiable greed, another by laborious dedication to useless tasks. One man is soaked in wine, another sluggish with idleness. One man is worn out by political ambition, which is always at the mercy of the judgment of others. Another, through hope of profit, is given headlong over all lands and seized by the greed of trading. Some are tormented by a passion for army life, always intent on inflicting dangers on others, or anxious about danger to themselves. Some are worn out by self-imposed servitude of thankless attendance on the great. Many are occupied by either pursuing other people's money or complaining about their own. Many pursue no fixed goal, but are tossed about in every changing design by fickleness, which is shifting, inconstant, and never satisfied with itself. Some have no aims at all for their life's course, but death takes them unawares as they yawn languidly. So much so that I cannot doubt the truth of that oracular remark of the greatest of the poets. It is a small part of life we really live. Indeed, all the rest is not life, but merely time. Vices surround and assail men from every side, and do not allow them to rise again and lift their eyes to discern the truth, but keep them overwhelmed and rooted in their desires. Never can they recover their true selves. But if by chance they achieve some tranquility, just as a swell remains on the deep sea even after the wind has dropped, so they go on tossing about and never find rest from their desires. Do you think I am speaking only of those whose wickedness is acknowledged? Look at those whose good fortune people gather to see. They are choked by their own blessings. How many find their riches a burden? How many burst a blood vessel by their eloquence and their daily striving to show off their talents? How many are pale for constant pleasures? How many are left no freedom by the crowd of clients surrounding them? In a word, run through them all, from lowest to highest. One calls for legal assistance, another calls for help. One is on trial, another defends him, another gives a judgment. No one makes his claim to himself, but each is exploited for another's sake. Ask about those whose names are learned by heart, and you will see that they have the distinguishing marks. X cultivates Y, and Y cultivates Z. No one bothers about himself. Again, certain people reveal the most stupid indignation. They complain about the pride of their superiors because they do not have time to give them an audience when they wanted one. But can anyone dare to complain about another's pride when he himself never has time for himself? Yet whoever you are, the great man has sometimes gazed upon you. Even if his look was patronizing, he has bent his ears to your words. He has let you walk beside him. But you never deign to look at yourself or to listen to yourself. So you have no reason to claim credit from anyone for these attentions, since you showed them not because you wanted someone else's company, but because you could not bear your own. That's the first 2 pages, and that's pretty harsh, pretty hard-hitting. That's it. I just read that last night, and I thought, wow, good point, fair game. Yeah. So again, it's called On the Shortness of Life by Seneca. Very tiny little volume, but based on what I've read so far, highly worth picking up. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.